Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kira. I wanted to come by and just chat, have a little conversation. These are my little video diaries that I started when I started my journey of Christianity. I'm gonna say it in quotes because I really started a spiritual journey. It was more intense. It was intense. And I wanted to have a conversation about that today. It's gonna be a conversation with myself, but hopefully I can help someone. If anyone is new to the faith, or somebody didn't grow up in a Christian household or didn't grow up in the church and is new to it, there's a lot of things that people say on the internet. It's too much. If you're new to the faith and you're watching videos of people talking about Christianity, I want you to know that you shouldn't be depending on people for your knowledge. Your knowledge should just come from God and come from His Word, reading your Bible, interpreting it the way that you interpret it. It's good to get some advice. It's good to have some people help you out. Never feel like you should be alone, but it's really easy to get caught up in what everyone else is saying online because of the world that we live in today. It's just the age, Honestly, I found myself doing that quite a bit, and I got really fixated in prophetic words, and I got fixated on people saying stuff on the internet, and I think it kind of messed with my mind a little bit, because instead of depending on what God was saying in the Bible, I would hear what people were saying on the internet, and I'd take that as factual. I started to go through a period where I was a little more religious. I didn't know what Christianity really was and what it really stood for, and I got misled, and I went down a little rabbit hole, which caused, obviously everything happens for a reason, so I don't regret it, but it caused a lot of pain, not only to myself, but to other people. I became more judgy. I became, just fixated in doing things for God and being this perfect Christian and doing things the way that it's supposed to be done. That's not Christianity from what I'm discovering it to be on my own, and through the church and through just my own personal relationship with God. That's not what it is. That's not what it's about. That's not the sole purpose of having faith in Jesus. It really breaks my heart that I felt that way and that I did that and that I had that kind of mindset. But we live and we learn. What can I do? I can't rewind time. So yeah, that's number one. Don't get all your information from online. Don't depend on what you're watching. A lot of people have a lot of opinions, and it doesn't mean that they're right necessarily. Also, another rabbit hole that I got into is independency and feeling like I had to do everything on my own for that self-gratification, and for that kind of revenge on people that felt like I wouldn't be, or from my own assumption. I had no idea how people felt, but I would make the assumption. I'd be like, nah, they're against me. They don't want to see me win. They don't care about me. And again, back to the depending on the internet for advice, there's a lot of independency culture and revenge culture, and it's not really what Jesus teaches. It's not what He teaches at all. It's good to have community. It's good to have people, because sometimes people see things in you that you don't see in yourself, and really just accepting people for who they are. That's really it. Just loving people. And despite our differences, we're all here for the same reason. We're all here doing the same things, but in different fonts. We all have our own lives, and if you're so fixated on revenge and trying to get back at people who you felt like didn't care about you or were there for you when you needed it, maybe you're holding on to that pain. It's not good. It's not good to sit in that pain. It's not good to try to get revenge. It only hurts you in the end. And I'm really heavy on that. Just love people. Just love people for who they are and their differences, because life is short. You never know what could happen. We're not even promised tomorrow. We're not promised to live at all. So what you do and how you care for others is most important. Don't get too fixated on yourself. Don't get too fixated on your purpose and what God has for you, but instead what God has for you to do for other people.
It matters not what you've done, but what you do with what you've done for others. Thank you.
I think that's the most important thing, at least for me, from my perspective. Again, just from what I've lived through over the past year of my faith, I got really fixated on things, and that's just natural. That's just who I am. I'm a fixator. I'm an overthinker. So the whole religion world it was so new and exciting to me. And in the beginning, I felt so close to God, and I felt like I could do anything. I had this it was like all or nothing kind of mentality. I was like, all right, like I'm on this path, my purpose will find me. I was all about finding my purpose and doing what I needed to do instead of thinking about other people. And honestly, it wasn't intentional at all. I thought I was doing the right thing, but again, you live and you learn. So I'm just spreading this knowledge to you. But yeah, those are the two most important things that I've found out on my walk so far. Ooh, another thing. I already have a video on here about this, but not focusing on your sin. And it kind of ties into the religion thing. They go hand in hand, like trying to do right for God, not focusing on what you're doing wrong. Even though self-improvement is good, but when you get in that when it's too much, and it honestly just makes you miserable trying to be perfect and trying to do the right thing constantly without allowing yourself room to grow. So mistakes are important, and I wouldn't be here making this video if I didn't make those mistakes that I did. So it all plays hand in hand. Everybody's relationship with God is different. Some people will claim they're Christian, some people will say they love God, and they'll do things that doesn't reflect that. And that's just how it is with every group, people will let you down. Just like when Jesus says, forgive them for they don't know what they're doing. We really don't know what we're doing, all of us. It goes the same for you. You need to forgive yourself, because at the end of the day, you don't really know what you're doing too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you could get some insight if you're a new Christian, if you love God. This channel is all about literally just me sitting down here making videos about things that I've learned, things that I'm still learning. Life is a lot. Life is a lot, but one thing that has stayed the same is God's faithfulness. And even when I do make mistakes, He leads me so gracefully. And even when I have shame, he never makes me feel like I should be held to my mistakes. And that goes the same with you. So don't be too hard on yourself. Life is too short to do that. And you're gonna probably get so many wrinkles just with how much you're stressing. So girl, don't do it. Boy, don't do it. Hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. Love you.